awareness, life, lifestyle, health, unity, rhythm, and advocacy. You're now tuned into Allhura, insight, impact, and inspiration.
Okay, and welcome back to our second part of being with Captain Ryan. Okay, so yes. So we were talking in the last time, we were speaking about the encouraging teenagers about agriculture. So, I mean, what words can you tell them?
Well, I would advise them, the parents have passed away, but they have left a lot of land that could be cultivated. And I wish that they will take up the mantle and try to go back and cultivate some of this land.
Yeah.
Because it's wasted, and we need the cultivation to be able to continue having a proper and decent living like the past.
Yeah, and that will help us with the economy for them, especially if they are not currently doing anything, or maybe it can be better. I mean, to put their efforts in agriculture of citrus so they can export. So if so they can come to different vessels so they can start dealing with them.
Selling.
Yes, selling and making some money. That is what they want. Everybody wants to try to do, but the hard way. So they do have to work for being able to get some money. So what other experience, Captain Ryan, can you tell us about?
Well, I lived here for the past 50 years now, and a small family, a son and a daughter in Dominica. I try to work hard, to maintain them and send them to school and make sure they have a good education. But sometimes you don't make people mind, and you can only tell them, advise them. But at the same time, I bought a vessel in New Orleans about 4 years ago, and I continue working between Guadeloupe and Dominica weekly. I refuse in the days to go further to work because I earn the Huskers in Dominica. I obligate myself to them to be able to make a living weekly. So I travel between Dominica and Guadeloupe weekly without thinking about going to Barbados or St. Martin to anywhere else. That was just my line. And we had a few setbacks, which, I lost the vessel in Hurricane Maria on the cliff there, Addy.
Oh, the one by the cliff?
Yes, and I moved on from that. I bought another boat called Allhura. And when I bought this boat, things wasn't the best, but I was still, hanging on as a captain and owner. And as my trade, I just couldn't walk away from it. So I continue. But for the past 2 years, it has been rough. Because we do Guadeloupe weekly, and of late, when we go to Guadeloupe decide that we're going to do one trip a month from Rosa into Guadeloupe, one trip a month. And it's highly impossible to operate.
Oh, so that's the law they have, that you can only enter once a month to deliver goods.
And they blame it on security. But at the same time, they have the express running into Dominica 3, 4, 5 times a day with no
With no rules.
No rules.
Okay.
So we again sit with our mouths closed, and they do what they want in Dominica. And when we try to run to work to make a dollar, they muzzle us by telling us we're going to come in there once a month. And it's impossible. The boats cannot operate like that. We cannot operate like that. It was never so in the history. Yes, we had COVID, as they say, we had COVID. But after COVID, everything went back to normal. Things could have gone back in place. But for some strange reason, they used that against us.
So this once a month has been since COVID time? Or
Si-
recently?
No, since COVID time,
Okay, so they kept that law
to keep that on.
for all the
Forever.
Okay, and they don't want to take it out.
They don't want to take it out.
So that means, so you have one vessel, so can go once a month.
Once a month.
And then anybody else vessels also. If you have 3 vessels,
Once a month.
each of them once a month.
No,
Okay, that was
It-
the
not probably
the
there for
economy
no
is
one.
not very good.
Not good.
No,
For no one, for none of us.
yes.
All of us is struggling. All boatmen are struggling with that. Because to me, it don't make sense.
Okay.
Because me alone used to work Guadeloupe, Dominica, Guadeloupe, every week. So you had 4 times a month I'm in Guadeloupe. And I have my business that I create for 40 something years. I'm doing that. A service to Guadeloupe every week with provisions. Every week I go to Guadeloupe. And I dedicated my soul to that. When the boat never miss a week. She said they had engine trouble. No, we always had things on track. Any little problem, I fix it, the boat ready to go the same night, you know. So, it's just sad, you know. And nobody does nothing about it here. Nobody can do
And
anything about
I
it.
do think that as long as we advance, the laws are getting
Was-
rigid and more difficult for people to be able to bust the economy up. I mean, because I'm sure this brings an economy to you, an economy to Dominica, because, I mean, you are the one who had Nicostros bringing you the citrix or whatever they are taking to Guadalupe. So now you have only once a month and less cargo, because you're gonna make more trips.
Yeah.
So it's making economy difficulties for the whole Dominica, because even though it's a small business, it runs around, right?
Goes around.
So, so what do you, if you want to...
Because before,
Mhm.
when I go to Guadeloupe on a Friday, the port make money in Roseau. Right now, the port is like a ghost town. The vessel don't go to Guadeloupe, you don't see nobody. The vessel go to Guadeloupe, we have business. We used to have this business every Friday into Roseau. I mean, Portsmouth always have their people. We don't have a problem with that. Because I really don't take Portsmouth cargo. I take cargo for Roseau all my life. Portsmouth have the boat. If the cargo come to my boat, I tell them no. The Portsmouth boat is there or it's coming the other way. I do not take Portsmouth cargo.
Okay, so the Roseau cargo stays in Roseau and the Portsmouth cargo
Portsmouth
stays-
cargo stay in Portsmouth. That's always been that way.
Okay.
Well, 2 of us was running there. You had Ricky, you had we call him Ricky, Raymond, Ricky Raymond. He had a small vessel, Manzano. I had the elite to us work. We never had a problem because when somebody come for Roseau, they come to me. When somebody come to Portsmouth, I send them to them. And we never had a problem. For years, we 2 of us walked there with nobody else. 2 of us alone walked there. Whether it was good or bad, we stuck to that.
Okay.
And now, their master in Guadeloupe is telling us we cannot come because we're going to do what we want. You know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and
Ridiculous.
very, strict.
Very ridiculous.
So now when you all go to Guadalupe and bring the cargo, do you normally bring cargo from Guadalupe to Dominica?
Yes, that's what we just the trade.
So you do the 2 ways?
That's the 2 ways. We carry fruit and vegetables, provisions, dashing, fig, plantain, whatever. Sometimes sea moss, you know, just whatever we carry there weekly. And we bring back potatoes, onions, garlic, the whole works. Sometimes tiles, plywood, just name it, we bring it back here. So we had a trade, you know, going weekly, every weekend. Apparently now people cannot get the cargo from Pointe-à-Pitre to Roseau because when they call me, I cannot go. So the cargo they don't buy it because they don't Roseau boat in there, and some people don't want the problem to go all the way to Portsmouth to pick up cargo. Because don't care how it is, it will be costly. It'll have an added cost. You know?
So if, for example, if a private person wants to send cargo, personal cargo, like you say, from Guadalupe here and here Guadalupe, that is also accepted, right?
Yes, that's what we do. That's what we do.
So it's privately plus the selling of
Yes,
fruits and
that's what we do. We have the Huskers from here, and we have Huskers too that buy stuff to come back here and sell. So we have it both
Oh,
ways.
okay, so if I want to bring something from Guadalupe to
Good.
sell here and open
Yes.
a store,
Good.
I can tell you,
Yes.
okay, I want shop and I'll put it in your vessel and
Good.
come and
Yes, everything
It's
baptized.
good to know.
Yeah. You know.
Okay.
So This is what we're facing. So right now I'm here. I was supposed to do a trip in between December and January. But when you sit, it wasn't profitable. So I had to tell the customers I couldn't come. You know, a lot of people were disappointed, but I just couldn't go. It wasn't profitable. So it was more profitable to leave the vessel at anchorage. You know.
So what are the difficulties that you see with this province of not having enough profit for you to compete? What is the, like, what causes this? Is it the fuel? I don't know, the people that works with you, or there's not enough cargo. So what is the difficulty for you to be able to say, I cannot do this trip because it's not profitable?
Well, first of all, fuel. Then you have your port charges and things to pay. The next problem I face in Roseville too is on a Monday, sometimes I have to work overtime because of tourist ship.
Okay.
So that's costly with customs overtime. Sometimes when I come back on a Friday morning, it's costly again because of tourist ship. I have to work all the hours in the morning, costly again, customs, you know. It makes it a little difficult. These are things that have to be addressed, you know.
Yeah.
You
To
know?
make it a little bit, I mean,
Flexible.
easier and flexible for people.
The people and us.
Yes, for both.
Because sometimes you cannot charge the people extra because it's already expensive already.
I know.
So then I have to go at a loss, and it doesn't make no sense for me to go. It don't make sense.
Anyway.
Because
Yeah.
most times I have to pay from my pocket.
So it's not fair.
It's not fair. So
But anyway, Captain Ryan, thank you very much for being here with us today in our podcast about life. And we do appreciate all the information you have given us and all the enthusiasm that you have given the people. So it was very nice. Thank you very much.
I also wish that you come back again, and I also wish the people will, in whatever way they can help, to talk to the authorities and to have things straightened out, that we can continue our good services. Because the boatmen have invested a lot of money